Go. Hello. So, Spyro the Dragon remasters, I've talked about those a few times in other videos. Just want to quickly say that we have made some progress. Hooray! They're going to be coming out on disc. Hooray! All three, but three in bits and two in bits, but they're on disc. Um, I don't know why we couldn't have had two discs. Is it too expensive? Would it put the price point up? It's already £35 to download it from the PSN. I really don't know why the physical copy they couldn't have just bumped the price to 35 as well and put it with two discs. I don't think people would have begrudged them having maybe one and two on one disc and three on a second disc. I don't know why having two discs is frowned upon nowadays, but we've got a lot of it on disc. We've got all of one, some of two, some of three, so we've made some progress. A bit of a download, but it's fine. It's £30. There's also talk of a combo pack of Spyro and Crash. I don't know how I feel about this. I suppose if you haven't got Crash, you can get it with this. This makes even less sense to me. You've struggled to get Spyro's 1, 2, and 3 on one disc. Are you going to try and put them with Crash on one disc? Or is Crash going to be on one disc and Spyro, not quite all of Spyro, is going to be on another disc? This is just a weird move. You can still pick up Crash Insane Trilogy, it's still available. It's probably going to be cheaper to buy the combo pack, but really I think it would make more sense just to not bother. But let's talk about Spyro quickly. Spyro Reignited Trilogy, it's coming out. It's coming out on Tuesday, I believe, which is good. I'm glad it's finally coming out. I will get it, I will play it, I will maybe do a level by level, which means adding more videos, hooray. Just so that folk can get an idea of kind of, if you've never played it before, what the levels are like. I know there's a lot of gameplay footage out there already of people playing it, maybe of the developers playing it. But I think doing a level by level would be quite fun, just to let folks see what the levels all look like. And you might not want to buy the game, you might not be interested, you might have never seen it before. And I think it's quite good fun to do that because one kind of acts as a semi walkthrough, and it also acts as a kind of a something to let people decide whether or not to buy the game. And I think it's just something that's kind of a bit fun to do. It does look amazing. There's one thing I'm hoping that they may have done, but I don't know if they will, and that's to put the hover in Spyro 1. You can't really hover, you've got to time your jumps perfectly, and it can be a bit of a frustrating thing. Minor gripe, but I mean, they've spent the time remaking them, so they might have done it. We're going to be able to use the analog sticks, which is going to be a bit weird, given that I played these games with a D-pad. What I'm really wanting to see is what they've done with Handel and Greta, the secret agent versions of Hansel and Gretel. I don't know, but they pop up in a few levels. There's one, the Fireworks Factory, which is my favourite level, of 3. They pop up in that, and they're ninjas for some reason, because I don't know. And there's also Bentley as well. Bentley's really cool, but nice to see what they've done with Bentley, the Yeti, I guess. There's so many weird mini games in 2 and 3. It'd be so fun to play those again. There's the weird cat hockey thing. There's actual hockey, I guess, and there's the bosses. Some of them are quite frustrating, but it'd be great to see what they've done with those. There's also the memorable Tony Hawk-ish skateboarding section as well, which was a tad frustrating in the back in the day, but it was still really good fun. where you had to. There was a couple of them. There was one where you had to outscore Hunter, and there was one where you had to catch the weird lizard things, and you had to kind of catch them without falling off. That was infuriating but fun. There were so many good moments in those games. So many weird, light-hearted moments as well. Some hidden crystals, gems, whatever you want to call them. Um, it was just such a good, fun trilogy of games. One was a tad basic, so it'll be interesting to see what they've done with one. Um, it was almost, I suppose, a proof of concept really as a game when it first came out. The levels were quite sparse to begin with. Maybe just a few hills, some trees, not an awful lot going on. So it'll be interesting to see what they've done with those. They've given a bit more story and a bit more kind of pizzazz to the dragons, and one as well, which is kind of cool. They're going to give them characters. Given there's so many of them, it's kind of surprising and amazing that they've bothered to give them characters, but it's really kind of cool, I guess, that they've done that. It'll be interesting to see what the dragons are like when they hatch out the eggs in 3. It's just, there's so many little bits and pieces in these games that were great fun. Some levels you can kind of blast through really kind of quickly, but that's okay, I guess, because I mean it's a bit of fun, it's a bit of nostalgia, and if you remember how to find all the gems, then yeah, they're all in the same place. They've done that. They've done a map of the originals and mapped out all the gems, so they're all in the same places they were in the originals. The levels were kind of designed the same, but with more up-to-date graphics. Some of them, the levels were so much fun, so memorable, that they actually managed to make such diverse levels with the limited kind of graphical capability of the original PlayStation is amazing. There's the weird Agent 9 level, which was really good fun, the kind of James Bondish in the future kind of thing, but that was good fun. I'm going to look forward to that. There's the kind of really weird, obscure one with Sheila the kangaroo, who is a kangaroo who is in the Alps. I'm thinking, from what I can vaguely remember, which is your World 1 kind of extra character you can unlock. And she has this really massive jump. So that was always good fun. And there was the Sergeant Bird one where you had to pick up the heads of the statues and put them on the statues. A little bit infuriating, but really good fun. The fact that you can play as a flying penguin that shoots rockets, and as Sergeant Bird spelt with a Y as well. There were some really, really strange characters in 3, but it was memorable. It was good fun. You get to give Moneybags his comeuppance eventually as well, which is always great. I just think that these are going to be a nice slice of nostalgia. Spyro actually looks pretty good in these as well. I think Crash looked a bit ropey in the Crash remasters. I wasn't much of a fan of his character modelling. It was kind of more based on the newer models. Spyro looks amazing in these ones. So I'm looking forward to playing those. Like I said, I'll maybe do a level by level of those. Maybe a live stream of them as well. But just to let people see what they're like, and given that I've gone on about it long enough, I've made enough videos about it, it kind of makes sense that I would do something. I don't really do reviews, I do kind of more my thoughts on certain things. So it'll be good to do that. Thank you for watching. This has already gone to about 10 minutes now. For something that's meant to be quite quick, I'll stop now. And then next week, next Saturday probably, I will do a little something just to say what my views are on the game, and I'll probably post up a few level by levels as well, of the levels I've played. And I might put in a bit of commentary as well over the top, just to kind of give you my thoughts as I'm going through, because there's not an awful lot of speech in, well, especially the first one. There's not an awful lot of talking going on for large parts of the game. So I'm sure it maybe keep it a bit more interesting for me to add my own little commentary over the top of it. But anyway, thank you for watching. It's been a while since I've done some videos. I've done a couple of others as well, so if you like those, let me know. And if there's any other kind of games you want me to talk about that I've played, or you think I maybe would recommend me playing, then that'd be good as well. Okay, maybe I could get some reviews actually done, perhaps. Okay, doke. Cheers for now.